Understand your Medicare? Well, today we're going to cover the topic of Medicare excess charges. Aloha and welcome to my channel. My name is Matt Ragudo. I am a chartered retirement planning counselor and have my certification in long-term care planning. And on this channel, we provide resources, tools, and information on Medicare to empower Medicare beneficiaries to make informed and educated decisions on their Medicare. And today we're going to cover Medicare excess charges and what that is really all about. So first, to do that, we have to find out first what a Medicare excess charge is. Okay, so Medicare excess charges are those charges that a provider who is what is considered non-par, they do not have a participating agreement with Medicare, they're allowed to charge an excess amount. And the excess amount I have is in a infographic down below, but basically what it means is that this Medicare provider, who's usually going to be some type of a physician, can charge you more than what Medicare approved amounts are. So let's take an example of a $1,000 Medicare approved claim. So at a $1,000 Medicare approved claim under original Medicare, if the provider did accept assignment, you'd be looking at 80% being paid for by Medicare and 20% being paid for by the Medicare beneficiary. So in that case, it'd be $800 is paid out of Medicare and you would be responsible for that $200. And this all assumes, of course, that you have already met your annual deductible. Now let's take that same claim from a provider who does not accept Medicare as in full. They accept Medicare, but they don't accept Medicare assignment. So that $1,000 claim now is paid by Medicare at a 95% rate. So they have actually discount their Medicare approved amount to $950. From that $950, 80% is being paid for by Medicare and 20% is your responsibility as the beneficiary on that 80-20 pay. So you get a little bit less of a co-pay with this provider on the front end, but on the back end, he will charge you an additional 15% of that Medicare amount of the $950. So what does this look like? I have illustrated it in the description down below, but also you can think about it as that $950 amount that was adjusted because they're not par, they don't accept Medicare assignment. You have to take an additional 15% from that and add it to the entire bill. So that's down below. Effectively, this is about a 9.25% increase in revenue for the physician. So a lot of times, most physicians don't actually do excess charges, mainly due to the fact that it isn't a whole lot more. And also, when you do have a Medicare claim, it goes through Medicare, and Medicare a lot of times will collect that additional amount for the provider versus this excess portion. A lot of times the entire amount is stipulated upon the patient, the member, collecting all that money from Medicare. So it can be a little bit, well, yes, on the front end, if 100% of your patient's bills are paid through, you will make more money charging excess charges, but a lot of the physicians would rather not, and the numbers do prove that, as anywhere between 95 to 96% of all Medicare approved or all physicians who accept Medicare assignment are there. So there's only about 4 to 5% that don't, and of that 4 to 5%, a lot of the excess charges are relatively small. So like I said, with that $1,000 example, most of the examples are going to be closer to like $100 to $120. Now, for those of you who are on a Medicare Supplement Plan N, and you're thinking about, well, maybe I should get into a Plan G, due to the fact that a Plan G will cover those excess charges, you would have to consider that your monthly premium could be anywhere between $30 to, I've seen, up to $70 per month difference, which could be anywhere between $300 to $800 more per year. So if that risk is something that is very important for you to cover, you might want to consider a Plan G moving forward, or when you enroll into Medicare during your open enrollment period, to look into a Plan G. I hope that information helped you make a decision, or helped you kind of more understand clearly when I talk about a Plan F or G and a Plan N, and of course all the Medicare supplements that are available out there, what Medicare Excess charges is and how it might affect your coverage. All right, have a magical day. Bye-bye now.